Hi, how's everyone? Thanks for coming back. Hello and welcome if you are new. We're doing a general, just for the collective, 5 card. So we laid out the first 4, and then we'll do the bottoms of the deck for influences that we might not see. Okay? So the first card we dropped represents past influences, and we got death. It did drop out in the reverse, but I realized it's because I had my deck turned upside down. I don't have reversals in this deck, so we'll note that it came out in reverse, but we're going to put it upright. So death, of course, is an inevitable ending to something. This is beyond your control. It's a major arcana. This is divine energy. It's time for something to end. This represents the death of a situation or endings and new beginnings. So when it comes out in the reverse, just means that somebody's hanging on to something that needs to end. So just keep that in mind in the collective if that's you, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. Okay, somebody in your energy. There's a cycle here, a situation that will have the opportunity to be ended and transformed, but somebody may be hanging on to it. So we're going to put that upright because it is a good card. Number 13 here does break down to a 4, which is stability and reliability. Okay, so whatever this is, it's going to break into something that's more stable. Okay, I don't know why they had me say it like that, but that should resonate for somebody. Whatever this ending is, it's going to break down into something more stable. Okay, which is interesting because the second card we got for current energies, we got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, again, this did drop out in the reverse because, like I said, I didn't realize I had my deck upside down, so we'll address it, but we won't keep it reversed. The 6 of Pentacles is like an equitable sharing of resources. In this deck, this card may mean like a raise coming, some kind of money increase, enough to share. It came out in the reverse. Sometimes the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse means that there is gifts or there is support, but it could come with strings attached. Okay, just keep in mind in the collective, whoever may resonate with that. Look at the situation that you have that is a 6 of Pentacles situation where there's equitable distribution of the resources. Could be payment to bills, payment to people. It could be supporting your interests or whatever. There could be something where there's strings attached where when you look at it deeply, it might not be as equitable as you had thought. If you look on the card, the 6 pentacles are arranged in 3, 2, and 1, which means even though the money is getting distributed, it's not going completely evenly, but it is going according to need. Do you know what I mean? So, like, the person that's receiving 3 pentacles is because they need more. The person receiving 2 needs some but a little less, and the person receiving 1 is the giver. So even though it doesn't look balanced, it is in the grand scheme of things. You know, everything is being distributed according to need, and that's what makes it equitable. Okay, but remember, it did come out in reverse, so some in the collective might resonate with the idea that the distribution of these resources has a few strings attached. It could be employment, it could be something like that. But for the most part, this is a really good reading. Really good. Okay, so past influences, something had to end. Okay, it came out in the reverse, so maybe there was some in the collective that were still hanging on to the old cycle, the old thing that needed to go. But the good thing about this card is that what it brings behind you is a clear new thing. New beginnings. Okay, it's just, sometimes the death of something can be very traumatic, but once you come up for air, it's like, what am I going to do with all this freedom? Current energies, you got 6 of Pentacles. There may be a windfall here. There may be a raise coming. There's maybe an increase in money, and it's going to elevate you to a point where you can invest more in where it needs to go. Okay? But again, that came out in the reverse. So for some of you, pay attention to your financial arrangements, that they're the read the fine print, because there may be something where there's strings attached. Um, Near future, we've got a Queen of Wands here. So who is this Sagittarius woman coming through? Or Sagittarius feminine, I'm sorry, gender ain't shit. This is somebody in feminine Sagittarius fire energy. She is creative, vivacious, lively. I shouldn't say she. I just said gender ain't shit and then I said she. I apologize. But a lot of us just go by the picture on the card. So this is feminine energy fire sign. Okay? Usually Sagittarius, because I give the king and the queen to the higher of the signs. But it could be somebody in the feminine energy. Okay? So just keep that in mind. This is somebody who is positive, fiery, outspoken, creative, vivacious, lively, wonderful. This is Jupiter energy. Sagittarians are they're really great for a party. She's confident. She's in her upright energy, so there's no conniving or motive or anything. She's not in negative energy. She's smiling. She's happy. Somebody here is in a Queen of Wands energy in the near future. Somebody like this is coming into the energy. It could be Sagittarius, but any of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Now, looking forward, look at that. You've got the 10 of Cups looking forward. This is bliss, okay? This is harmonious emotional satisfaction. Okay, happiness, good things, partying, and celebration. This is celebrating love. So it's like, as soon as this Queen of Wands comes in, bam, happiness. 10 full cups, the whole 9 yards. And look at that big yard they have. So the whole 9. Not the back 9, not the front 9, the whole 9. Kids playing, dogs happy, blue sky. And they're embracing like we fucking did it. We fucking did it. Bottom of the deck, anchor cards, the influences we might not see. There is an emperor here. Hello, daddy. Aries and Capricorn energy for me, the emperor. Stable, stability or a stabilizing influence coming into your life. Okay, this this is order. This is help. This is oh, come on, you guys. I don't know what guide is attached to this deck, but they're raunchy, okay? So they told me it was a strong lap to sit on. And I'm saying lap, even though they are showing me something else. And you can fill in those raunchy blanks for yourself. Underneath that, the Chariot in the reverse this time. What's going on here? Did I shuffle this wrong? No, there's only a couple. All right, I'll take them. The Chariot in the reverse. So Chariot upright, Cancer energies. Could be some, maybe this Emperor has Cancer in their chart somewhere. Movement or movement of residence, a journey, victory over a situation or problem. That's great. Balancing the opposite polarities. Okay, so then it did come out in the reverse. So there could be fear of movement here. Okay, fear of movement. Either that or this emperor is going to come in and the person in this chariot is just going to tip over. That's sometimes what I think when I see the Chariot. It's like, whoa, and then you lose focus. They're showing me somebody like driving down the street and seeing some hot number walking down the street, and they break their neck and hit a parked car or something. So this is gonna be, I feel like this emperor could be an energy that distracts you. You could run into something, but in a wider energy, this is maybe a pause. And then next to that, we've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. And the Six of Cups. Oh my God. This could be from the past. And I don't know. The Page of Wands. Aries energy. Young. A young Oh, a feminine. Well, the page is unisex, so it's a young energy, either masculine or feminine. These cards are unisex. You know, the pages look neutral. So this is somebody young or travel over land. Interesting. And then the Knight of Wands. That's Leo. An important letter? Let's put this over here. Six of Cups. Oh, and it's going to send you... Interesting. Okay, hold on. Because these three are influences that we might not see yet, right? And underneath that energy, sometimes I tend to go a little bit further because this could be further in the future, things that could be like brewing, right? So like these are the current cards. This is influences we might not see. That Emperor is coming out of nowhere. And I feel like it's going to throw somebody off their path. They were on their chariot. They were ready to go in this new direction. They were, you know, wait a second. Now, if I read this like I read the vice versa deck, whereas the reversals are the backside of the card, the backside of the chariot and the vice versa just means that there's no going back. Because when we see the chariot from behind, the road that he's traveling on falls away as soon as he passes. So this could be, once this Emperor comes in, there's no going back. And but this offer might feel immature a little bit. Or somebody going, I can't sit on that Emperor's lap. What are you talking about? And somebody a little bit kind of young. I can't. Also, the pages can sometimes be untested, maybe a little low on confidence, but this is Aries energy, and Aries does not suffer for confidence. Unless, we'll see when I do the theme card, because I have a card for Chiron. If Chiron comes out, then maybe this Chiron in Aries right now is playing on somebody's plans, the low confidence. But for the moment, the page is in his upright energy, so he is ready for this new journey. It almost feels like this Emperor comes in, the plan goes topsy-turvy, and he tumbles out of the chariot like a kid again, like, shit, now I gotta start over. Almost like that. So, okay, now what I was seeing here, we've got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight comes in to initiate something. So if this is like a continuation from that chariot reversed, it feels like you're going to get back on your feet really, really well. You're going to get back on your feet quickly and continue on the path. Because that Knight of Wands, Leo energy, you know, well intact ego, but also the important letter. So we'll see what comes out with the theme deck about this letter. Because here's a Six of Cups. So the Knight of Wands is bringing in some kind of communication. The Six of Cups is nostalgia of a love from the past. Okay? So could it be this Emperor? Because it is in influences that we don't see yet. Okay? So could it be the Emperor? It could be. The Six of Cups is nostalgia from the past, but it is happiness and childhood memories. The thing with the Six of Cups is that it's almost like being in love with the memory of a person, but because it was so new, it was so young, because this is like childhood nostalgia, somebody from the deep past. Or just, I would say 5 years at least, right? Within their time. The thing is, with the Six of Cups, is that you were both innocent, you were both new at it, you were both coming at it very sincerely, very purely, no motive. It was good, but the reason it was good is because it hadn't been tested by life yet. It hadn't hit any hurdles yet. It was sweet for the time period. So maybe somebody reminiscing on something that was very, very sweet from the past, but it was perfect because it hadn't gone through life's tests yet. Okay? And underneath that, there's the Four of Swords. So if this thing comes back around, the Six of Cups, it might put you in an energy of time out, time to rest and relax. But this is also recovering because the Four of Swords comes after the Three. So this is done. The Three of Swords is done. The heartbreak is over. The swords are hanging up on the wall. They're no longer in him, right? And he's in a repose where he's mentally repairing. Okay, and he's some kind of truth is going to help that healing along, because underneath this bed here is that Ace of Swords, the truth, the clarity. So somebody is in an energy of going into some real deep mental healing from something and gaining clarity on it. And how far do we want to go? I'll just go one more. There's the Seven of Cups that we were dealing with yesterday. It came out twice now. Now, 3 times. Excuse me. So this Seven of Cups, like I usually describe it, as the vision board card. It's all that glitters might not be gold. Look beyond the clouds. Okay. Oh, is that it? Dang. So you have to consider this love, this Six of Cups love from the past. Was it really as shiny as you remember? And that's what you're going to be considering when you're in this Four of Swords, mental rest and deep consideration about something. Okay. Um. Let's see. Should we go any further? Okay. Yes, I will go one further. You ready for this? Okay. We've got the Five of Wands. Okay, that's conflict. That could be inner conflict too, because we are here in the Four of Swords, right? And the Seven of Cups is like, it's like really mulling over. Hang on, they're telling me somebody's gonna be in their head about, did I pick right? Maybe if we pick differently this time, it could be different. Yeah, with that, all that glitters is in gold. It's because everything in each of these cups could be a different value, but if you, it's like one. It's, hang on, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. They're showing me two different visuals right now. So the cups are full of different kinds of possibilities, right? But what they're showing me is that only one of them is real. But you have to choose. And in some cases, you'll choose wrong, and the thing that you think is real wasn't. And in some cases, it's not going to become real until you pick it. Okay? So then, these final three, we've got the Five of Wands, that's conflict. Okay, arguing, battles. This could be inner conflict, but it could be conflict with those around you because it is a fire energy. So there could be conflict with some people in your energy, but we've got the Empress here. We've got the Emperor's match. Here she is. And after that, we've got the Six of Wands. It's like, baby, hitch your donkey to my cart and let's make a go of this because it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I heard it's going to be great this time. Now, for some in the collective, I do want to mention that the Six of Cups, even though it could be a person, it can also just be a type of person, okay? It could be the same kind of person in a different skin, like They sometimes say it's the same person, the same energy in a different person. Okay. Mm. So that could be like a test. Like maybe the past one didn't work because it was too young, but this one that comes around is going to feel the same, but it's going to be more mature. Or maybe it is that Six of Cups person coming back around and they are both more mature. Okay? That's really, really encouraging. Let's put this and turn up the brightness a little bit. There we go. So I like this. I like this. Let's go through it one more time. Past influences, there was a cycle that ended. Okay? Came out reversed, so it maybe one of the persons involved didn't want to let go of the cycle, but it ended. Six of Pentacles. Then there was equal distribution of some kind of money. You had to get back on your feet, right? You had to rebuild a little bit. They're just six pentacles. You're not at the 10, you're not at the 8. Those are the only pentacles here. So it's just like getting back on your feet a little bit. But able to put more energy, more investment into something that's going to be lucrative, okay? But this did come out in the reverse, so some in the collective may feel like this financial come up is going to allow you to distribute more broadly, but some of those connections might come with strings attached, okay? Near future, beautiful Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy coming in. There may be an invitation to travel. There may be just an invitation to travel with, in your mind with somebody, like having these wonderful verbal journeys with another person, right? Sagittarius energy ruled by Jupiter. They're jovial. They like to drink. They like to fuck. They like to, have fun. They like to involve everybody that is in their circle. They're really great energy here. So here in the near future, we've got a fiery woman coming in. Oh, I'm sorry, a fiery feminine energy coming in. Could be a guy. It could be Sagittarius masculine or male with in their feminine energy. Keep that in mind, because you're looking forward, you're looking towards the 10 of cups coming in. Okay, this is beautiful bliss, blissed out happiness. The 10 is the end of the cycle, so it's like a culmination, a finalmente we got here, right? Like we did it. The influences we might not see. You've got Emperor energy here. Daddy coming into the picture. A lap to sit on. Arms to hold you. Strong chin. I don't know. Good beard. Whatever. I feel like he's tall. He's solid. He's wise. He's happy. He's all four kings wrapped into one. So he's got his money right, his mind right, he's healed, he's coming in healthy, he's coming in fun, right? He's coming in the upright. And when he gets here, he's coming in with that Chariot in the reverse. Now, for some in the collective, it's going to mean that once you meet this guy, there's no going back. There is no going back, okay? And for others in the collective, it's like once you meet this guy, it's going to turn your whole path upside down because that Chariot just flipped, okay? The wheels are spinning. The snacks spilled out. You lost a shoe. Somebody's in a ditch. This isn't like, this is metaphorically. I'm not saying that, you're going to crash or anything. But it's like your plans got upheaved once this emperor came swinging into your life. And then we've got the Page of Wands here, a brand new offer. Okay. All right. At the risk of getting blocked, how do I put this? They really want me to say this. See how the Page of Wands looks like he's standing there announcing himself, okay? Looking up towards something maybe somebody in a balcony, in a window. This always brings to mind Romeo and Juliet. Juliet, wherefore art thou? Well, no, it was wherefore art thou, Romeo. But yeah, it's like Romeo standing below the balcony, okay? But what I hear is a quote from Jay and Silent Bob, and it's a naughty one. And I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for cussing. But I'll put it in the description there, okay? The line that I hear from the Page of Wands, I won't say it out loud, but I'll put it in the description. Okay? He's going to come in talking hot and sweet with an offer. So then, like the clarifiers, we have this Knight of Wands. It's gonna mature into action. Okay, the Knights come in to initiate a new goal. Let's do this. Let's build this. Let's explore this. Things like that. And it could be that it's an offer from somebody. This Emperor could be an offer from somebody from the past. It's going to send you into this energy of real deep consideration because you're going to remember the pain of the heartbreak from last time. That's that Three of Swords on the wall. And you're going to think about that Seven of Cups. You know, is it greener on the other side? Did I pick the wrong cup last time? Maybe I can pick the right cup this time. Is he the right? You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of considering in that aspect, okay? Which may cause some conflict, either in inner conflict or with other people. We've got the Five of Wands here. This is contention, rivalry, arguing, bickering. You know, chanclas flying. This whatever because there's an empress here, and now the emperor has his true match. It could be that this Queen of Wands levels up. She gets a glow up, and here now she's in her empress energy. And this page was a knight at the time, and he gets his come up to become an emperor. So the empress is here. This is Venus energy. Taurus and Libra energy. This is abundance. This is all four queens wrapped into one. She's got her money right. She's got her mind right. She's coming in healed. Her heart is open. She's in a good position. Okay, they're equals now. Whereas before we had a queen and a page, and then the queen had a knight. Now they're equals. Now we have an emperor and an empress. And with her comes in the victory. She brings the Six of Wands. This is recognition. This is, again, another letter. Letter or news and victory. Big news of a victory. Hey. So, let's see what the theme cards call because I feel like we might get that letter. See what that letter has to say. Okay, we'll just get a couple. Let's get a few advice. Oh, shoot. That was card vomit. 1 second, you guys. Pick up the ones that fell. Okay, we've got Jupiter, and that's Sagittarius's ruler. And we've got the mountain, which is a major challenge to overcome. That's okay. I'm going to put that over here with the Five of Wands. That's really the only card of contention that I see here. Death is scary to see as the first card in the spread, but it just means that something is ending and transforming, okay? And that because it breaks down to a four of comfort and stability, yeah, that's what it's going to break through into, something a little bit more stable. And then we've got the mountain here, major challenge to overcome. I'm not gonna hang on. Let me reshuffle since they fell. Yeah, like I said too, that Six of Cups person coming in, it could be, if it's not like the same person for some in the collective, it's gonna be somebody like that. You know what I mean? Okay, we've got the Archangel Gabriel, the Annunciation. He's the one that blows the trumpet at the end. So he's the one that's on the card of Judgment. He's on the Judgment card. So again, this is something that may be coming back up from the past. Because if you think about the rapture, it's things that had died being called up to their judgment. Okay, so this could be something coming in that you're going to need to make a judgment call on. And I think that's why you're in that Four of Swords energy, that deep contemplation. Because I heard it hurt last time, and I want to be sure this time. Okay, so this Archangel Gabriel is clarity of divine purpose. Okay, that's that Ace of Swords that's in the four. This is intercession and miracles. We did get a card yesterday talking about miracles. There is some good energy going on right now, you guys. Tap into it, okay? Intercession, miracles, a provider. Oh my God, there's the Emperor. That provider coming in. A new direction, a companion or escort through the underworld. Visions and dictation of divine will, okay? So that's very, very good supportive energy. Jupiter, oh, I forgot. Jupiter energy, Sagittarius, it's a divine authority. Wow, again, luck, prosperity, protection, generosity, good times. Plot twist, yeah. Okay. There's plot twist. What's a plot twist? I think it's that Six of Cups coming in. Or is it the Emperor? Well, we were just talking about the Emperor, so we'll put it there. Plot twist. Did not see this Emperor coming. Oh, we got the tree. As above, so below. Ground yourself. Reconnect with the earth. I heard reconnect with your roots, okay? Reconnect with your roots. The stronger you are, I heard the stronger the roots, the higher you can grow. And they're showing me somebody digging deep into themselves too. Make sure that those roots are good roots. They're showing me somebody with roots growing into their heart. But they want you to make sure that those roots are healthy. Okay? Because if the roots in your heart start to decay, then it's going to cause problems. So go through. I heard go through yourself. Go through yourself. And make sure that the things that are holding you down are healthy. Okay? Because now they want me to... Oh, no, I put it back. Darn it. We did have the poison card fall out. But here we've got the crystal ball. Use your intuition to gain clear sight. Oh, shoot. Another one. Bell. Hang on. We've got roll the dice, take a chance. Take a chance. I heard the ABBA song. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got no place to go, if you're feeling down. I heard take a chance on me. And we got Apple Temptation. That's that Emperor coming in with the big stick. Mercury, oh shoot, I forgot to look where Mercury was. Messenger, yeah, news, communication, commerce, that's money. Yeah, a lot of times people forget Mercury's not just the planet of communication, he's also the planet of commerce and moving money. Okay, so we do have him now coming out with the Six of Pentacles here. I love that. It's also thinking and movement, communication. We should pay attention next time Mercury goes retrograde, because when it's in its negative energy, it can talk about tricksters and thieves also. Okay? We got the dice here. We've got the sun. The sun is in Virgo, in tropical, and still in Leo. in sidereal astrology, but this is the self. Somebody's coming to some illumination about themselves. It's also warmth and generosity, so you may be extending that more to yourself in the coming weeks. Okay, we've got 111, new beginnings. There's self-expression. Get your bearings in this new cycle. I'm going to put that over here by death, because death is the one that's clearing that for us to come through. Okay, eat a taco that just says be good to yourself. Okay, get a taco once in a while. We do have the chipped cup. This is dissatisfaction and disappointment in the domestic home. We're going to put that over here by that 5 of Wands, because I heard when this Empress gets her come up, it's not going to please everybody. We've also got the High Priestess. That's Pisces energy. Somebody coming into some deep intuition, some wisdom. Now, wisdom is different than knowledge, okay? Knowledge is the Hierophant, the High Priest. Wisdom is the High Priestess, Pisces energy, okay? Somebody's coming into some deep wisdom. It's also divine feminine energy. And the Hand of Fate. Okay, so the divine is at work. What did I say when we had the death come through, saying it's a major arcana card? This is out of your control. This is the wheel turning. Okay, so you have here the Hand of Fate. This means the divine is at work. Forces beyond your control are at play. So, Grasshopper. Things in the balance require careful consideration. Let me grab that because that fell too. Some readers don't use the ones that fall on the ground, but I do. Grasshopper. Situations in the balance require careful handling. Okay, I believe that's going to go over here by the 6 of Pentacles, because he's holding a balance, measuring out what his efforts and investments are going to be. So there is something in that balance, in the Pentacles area, that is requiring careful handling. Again, we've got the save point. This has come out 4 times. But once I thought about it, it makes sense, because this represents where we are in the eclipse cycle. So the eclipse cycle is going to come to an end on the 7th. I'll have a big reading for that. This is rest, remove what you don't need. Restore yourself. That's that 6 of that's the 4 of Swords energy up here. Restoration. Okay, restore yourself, gather your resources, preserve what you can, purge what you don't need, plan for the new cycle, and take inventory. Okay, and then we've got 888. Look, you are supported. Walk your path confidently. Abundance is ready. There's that 10 of Cups. You've got the Emperor and the Empress coming towards each other. It might rattle the cage just a little bit because we've got the Chariot in the reverse. But for some, it's going to be a little bit of a jolt. And for some, it just means that there's no going back on the old path once the new path starts. Okay, abundance is ready. Just put in the work. And we'll get one more. Nope, not that one. It's one underneath. Nope. One more, please. One more. That's too many. Okay, Uranus energy. That's Aquarius. Rebellion, creativity. Right now, Uranus is conjunct with Saturn in Pisces. Pisces and I can't remember the other one. I think Aquarius. There's tropical and sidereal. So we've got creativity, unconventionality, eccentricity, being an unpredictable events or energy. Maybe it's you just, throwing off all the fetters and saying, fuck this, I'm out. You never know. It's different for everybody. And Uranus is not retrograde, so it's in its upright energy. So this is you know what? this is the generational. Since we're getting so far out in the energy, that's that generational energy with Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The slow movers. Right now, Uranus is in Pisces and Aquarius with tropical and sidereal, and it's taking its sweet ass time. Wait, is that right? No, wait a second. Darn it. You know what? I forgot where Uranus was because I was thinking about Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. We'll have to see. We'll have to check where Uranus is. But whatever house it's in or sign for you is where you're going to be feeling really, really creative, really rebellious. Um, just wanting an unconventional. It could just be as simple as um, picking decor that is um, unconventional for you. That's as simple as that. So that's what I have for everybody. Um, if you vibe with my content, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. My info is in the description. I am open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. Email, Venmo, Cash App, all in the description. Tomorrow, we've got Aquarius. And then Friday, we got a What the Friday reading. Okay? So thanks for sticking with me until I see you again in the next reading. Okay, thanks. Bye.